Why Sola Scriptura collapses into logical fallacy. Consider the question, how do you know which books belong in the Bible? If you answer, I just do, then your position is arbitrary and baseless from the start. If you answer, God determined it, the next question immediately arises, how do you know the canon you have is the one God determined? If your answer is, because it is the canon most commonly accepted, you have only appealed to popularity, not divine authority. But again, how do you know the canon you have is the one God determined? If your answer shifts to, because of my personal feelings, then you are appealing to emotion, an inherently arbitrary standard. By that logic, anyone could invent their own canon and claim it is just as valid. For example, if someone chose only the 5 books of Moses for the Old Testament and the book of Galatians for the New Testament, your position provides no grounds to reject their canon. By your own standard, it's equally valid, because it is all arbitrary. If you answer instead, because of such and such Bible verses, or my interpretation of them, the problem is even deeper. You are assuming you already have the correct canon in order to use verses from it to prove your canon. That is textbook begging the question. If you concede you might not have the right canon, then your entire position collapses because the content of the Bible would be completely up for grabs. The only consistent answer is, because God revealed it to the church. But then the follow-up is unavoidable. Which church? If you admit you do not believe what the church that formed the canon believed in its doctrine and counsels, then you have no basis for appealing to their tradition of which books belong in the Bible. If you claim you do believe as they did, then you must accept their authority in other matters as well, including the councils and fathers you otherwise reject. To deny them is to contradict yourself. Thus, the logic of Sola Scriptura eats itself. It either reduces the canon to pure arbitrariness, or it drives you back to the authority of the very church that gave you the Bible in the first place.